But I think it is the next frontier, hands down, the most important thing. And interestingly, last fall I was speaking at a Jeff Bland conference, and I was going to talk about mass cell activation and mold and all these things that I always talk about. The night before, I had a deep conversation with Dr. David Perlmutter, and we started talking
Mm.
about love and the heart of medicine and trauma. And we went really deep, really quick. It was a beautiful conversation. That night at like 10 p.m., I'm like, I got to change my presentation tomorrow. And I went up on that stage and had, I mean, it was the basics were there, but I totally, the frame was different. And what I did is I talked about how trauma as a child, and I shared some of my own past, had affected my mast cells because those are our primordial responses to aggressive environmental insults, which means they're fear-based, right? So there's a connection to mold, Lyme disease, mast cell activation, as you mentioned, and the trauma in our system that's unhealed. And I shared very deeply, very personal about my own experience and how maybe my cancer, my Crohn's, all of my experience actually went back not only to the mast cells, but to unhealed trauma.